Good morning, everyone. Um, Delicious. Okay, so you may or may not need a couple blocks. I like to just have blocks close by. Our slow flow practice will be based around the movement and the flow of our spine. So feel free to have those blocks close by. Let's actually come to standing to start. And bring your feet maybe about hip width distance or wider, whatever feels natural. Sometimes I just like to kind of have a little jump like that. And when you jump, you can actually feel where your feet's natural position will land. And then once you have found that space, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Good. A breath in. And breath out. One more time. Full inhale. Sigh, let it out. Just notice how this feels to come to standing with integrity and with purpose in the morning. Most of the time, this early hour of the day, we're standing, we're just kind of like moving with our alarm clocks and slowly rising. But now you're on your feet. And there's purpose in the feet, in the shoes, or the invisible shoes you're wearing that you're stepping into. And our purpose is to just really find our center, find some inner stillness. And let's bring one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. And we'll move into 3-part breath, first starting into the front side and then moving to the sides and then the back. Empty your breath completely. Now inhale into your collarbones, the chest, and belly. Exhale, belly, chest, collarbones. Inhale, collarbones, chest, belly. Exhale, belly, chest, collarbones. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice slow breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands onto your ribs and we'll still continue the same breathing. You can always keep one on the tummy too. Inhale into the collarbones, ribs, feel the expansion, belly. Moving into the sides, exhale, belly, ribs, collarbones. Inhale, collarbones, ribs, belly. Exhale, belly, ribs, collarbones. Now keep one hand on your tummy and slide one hand onto your low back. As high up onto the spine if you can. So I'll just turn this way here. Inhale into your collarbones, ribs, now low back and belly. Exhale, center, ribs, collarbones. Feel. Inhale, collarbones, ribs, solar plexus. Exhale. It might not be a big movement, but it's the intention of moving your breath into those very spaces. So just do one more big round here. Okay. Let the hands drop to your sides. And take a few breaths. Observe the new space that you found in your body. Good. Now roll the shoulders out. And we'll do a little twist here. So let's take the feet just a little wider than your hips. And we'll reset. So as you twist to the left, pick up your right heel. And then twist to the right, left heel up. Just move nice and slow as you go from side to side. And then maybe the hands start to get a little bit bigger with this movement. So we're just getting into a little bit of mobility in the spine. And shaking out the stillness, because we were in mountain pose for a while there. All right. Let the circles get smaller. Come back to mountain. Move forward and back with your spine. Find your center. And it might feel very awkward. Maybe it feels like you have to lean forward more to find center, or maybe you have to lean back more to find your center. Whatever it looks like, explore. Research. Get curious. When we have a sense of curiosity in our body and ourselves, we have a beginner's mind with also has a sense of youthfulness to it. All right, hands can come together in front of your chest. Take an inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale, slowly bend the knees, fold forward. Hands to the shins. Inhale, stretch your chest. Take this slow. Pull the collarbones forward, reach your tailbone back. Bow, exhale. Bend the knees, inhale, rise, come all the way up to the top. Hands together in front of your chest. Exhale. Take a big breath in, reach, rise. Exhale to fold. Hands to the shins, stretch, lengthen. Activate the upper back. Let's take your hands to hover, fingertips hovering off the floor. Feel the entire back line of the body light up. So shoulder blades hug the spine, narrow in through the waistline. Hug the shoulder blades around the spine. Good. Fingertips to the earth. Take a step back into high plank. Rock forward and back on your toes. And the pull of gravity drawing you towards your yoga mat. Drop your knees to the earth. Slowly come to the floor for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands off your yoga mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine, reach the toes back. Exhale, peel your chest into a baby cobra. Stay low, we're still warming up. Inhale, lower the heart back down. Exhale, roll up, nice and slow. Good. Inhale down. And exhale, float. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself back. Come into tabletop. Curl your toes under. Let's sit back onto the heels. Come back onto your heels. Reach back and curl the baby toe and the toe beside it under. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull the elbows in. Good. Now this time, inhale. Come to standing on the knees. Exhale, pull in. Lift the chest. Good. Inhale, reach. Now exhale, lower the hips to the heels as if you're coming into child's pose. Hands land, tabletop, downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Head, look to the hands, step up to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift to stretch your chest. And now hover your fingertips, get strong in the backside, pull the shoulder blades together. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see this on the camera, but my fingers are about 5 to 6 inches off the floor. Keep pulling the heart forward. Good, hands come down. Now bend your knees a lot, roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Right, rising up to the top. Big shoulder shrug when you arrive. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hover the fingertips, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, come into your high plank position. Option to set your knees on the floor. Come down nice and slow. Explore as you lower. Notice where you might find some areas where you need to build more strength. Good. Chest lowers. Bring your hands off the mat again. Let's just do 2 more baby cobras here. Take a breath in. Exhale, peel your chest. Inhale, back down. And again, exhale, peel your heart. Peel it right off. Belly into spine. Support your core. Hands come under the shoulders. Push back, tabletop. Curl the toes under. Good. Sit back onto the heels so that you have a moment just to curl those little toes in. Inhale, reach up, standing on the knees. Exhale, pull the elbows in. Now reach back with your right hand. Grab hold of your right heel. Left arm comes up and back. Yeah, sit back onto your heels. Let's go left hand back. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Okay. Get into the sides. So this is more of a lateral back bend, or asymmetric back bend, I should say. Okay, come back down. Make your way forward, tabletop, downward dog. You may have traveled up and down your yoga mat here, so just see if you can find your center again. Take a breath in and breath out. Look to your hands, step forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, roll up. Take your time. Come all the way up. Slow roll. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Feel the glutes activate as you come into the sensation here. So fingertips hover, engage the seat, squeeze the sit bones. You can also bend your knees a little bit too. So if you have a little micro bend in the knees, you'll feel more of the hamstrings. Good. Hands to the earth, step back, high plank. Work with gravity to lower yourself. Control the movement all the way down. Nice and easy, legs are straight. Good. Coming right down to the tummy. Bring your hands beside your hips, fingertips and palms on the floor to start. Big inhale. Exhale, lift your chest. Good. Lengthen through the spine. Take a breath in. Option to start floating your feet off the mat. Okay. So as we reach through the toes, fan the toes out. Take a big inhale, length. Exhale, pull belly into spine. Option, float your hands off the mat. Another option, interlace your hands behind you. And if you are taking interlace, notice which thumb is on top. Might be your right thumb. Good, let's lower back down. Take a big breath in. Good. Second set. Inhale again. Exhale to float up. Come on up. Fingertips are resting on the mat to start, so we're finding that engagement through the legs. Internally rotate your thigh bone. So roll your inner thighs to the ceiling. Reach through the legs. Chest is floating now. Good. And then you can reach back with the hands option. Take the left or the opposite thumb on top. And take a big breath in. Float higher. Belly pulls into spine. Good. Hands, lower your heart down. Hands under the chest. Push back tabletop. Curl your toes. Come into your seat. Reach back, flick the last two toes. Right hand to right ankle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Left hand back. Inhale, lift. Press the hips forward. And exhale, back down. Okay. Come forward, tabletop. Downward dog. Now let's get more into the sides of the body. Yeah, so take your right heel up, bend your knee, open the hip. Inhale to lengthen the leg. Exhale to bring your knee to your right tricep. Just hold here for a moment. And inhale, reach all the way back. Exhale, knee to your left tricep or your left, anywhere around the left side of the arm. Now flip onto the inner edge of your left foot. Good. Now reach up with the right hand. Take the right leg behind your left and stretch all the way back. I'm right off the floor. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Good. So my right foot is behind the left. Hip will now sink down. Good. Sink into your side. Now if you have more strength, feel free to keep that hip lifting. Or you could sink down. Good. Now with strength, lift the right leg up. Good. Left hand down and come back into three-legged down dog. And we'll have a chance to do that again on both sides. So let's come into the left side. Left leg up. Bend the knee, open your hip. Okay, so there's a little bit of balance and a lot of stability here, so take your time. Take your left knee to the left tricep, tap, hold. And inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to the right tricep or wrist, hold. Get really strong here. Keep the knee floating. Let the heel come to the mat, reach up. Right hand. Now slide your left foot behind the right. Come all the way down and sink down into the left hip. So you can sink or you could stay lifted. Entirely up to you. But get into your sides. Good, nice big side opening or strengthening, however you're taking this. All right, let's shift here. So keep reaching up with the right hand. Press your right foot into the floor. Lift. Right hand down. Come into three-legged down dog. Let's flow here. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward dog. So let's do that one more time. Take an inhale, reach the right heel up. Exhale, knee to your right tricep, hold. Good. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to your left tricep or anywhere on the left arm. Drop your left heel to the mat. Reach up, left hand. Good. Now take a big inhale. Exhale, stretch the right heel behind the left. So the left leg is in front, sink down through the hips. Good. Breathing deep. Strong through the entire leg here. Good. Now press into your left foot. Use that to pull yourself all the way up. Three-legged down dog. Left hand comes down. Right leg floats. And we'll switch. Awesome. So left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left tricep, hold, pause. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to the right tricep, anywhere on the right arm. Let your right heel drop. Reach up. Big breath in. Exhale, slide the left heel all the way back. Sink down. Get into the sides of the body. Keep reaching. Good. Now press into the right foot, reach high through the right hand. Try not to use momentum, but use the strength of your body to lift yourself up. Focus. Go ahead. Come on up. Reach. Right hand down. Float the heel up. And toes come down. Come into a flow. Lower, come forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward dog. And 5 breaths. 5 deep breaths. We should be feeling a little bit longer now too in the hamstrings, in the back of the legs. All right. Walk your hands back to your feet. Take your time to crawl back. Just hang out here for a moment. Ragdoll. Nod your head yes and no. Maybe roll out your wrists while you're here. And simply just letting the palms stack one on top of the other helps to take a lot of pressure off of the wrists. And then switch the hands. So if you have one on top of the other, bring the opposite hand on top. So what we're doing in this moment, it might feel like we're just hanging out, but we're decompressing our spine. We're allowing space between the vertebrae so that cushion, the little padding between each vertebrae has space. All right. Inhale to slowly roll yourself up. Good. Bend the knees as you roll on up. Head's the last to arrive. Pause. Notice how this feels. Might feel a little bit lightheaded as you've come up to standing because your head has been below your heart for a little while. All right. Now we're just going to step forward with the right foot. Turn your toes to the long edge of your mat. Wide forward fold. Hands onto your hips. Take a big breath in. Open up your chest. Exhale to fold forward. Fingertips might come onto your mat or your block, whatever works for you. If you're using a block, it's going to come right between your feet. So take a big inhale. On the exhale, roll your inner thighs back. It's almost like you're trying to turn the toes in a little bit. Now bring your spine parallel to the floor. The block may come right underneath your nose. Right hand to the block, left hand to your hip. Take a breath in, get long through the spine. Now a very gentle twist. You can slide your left hand onto your sacrum, fan the fingers open wide. With the hand on the lower back, explore if your left hip is rising. Is the left bone, sit bone rotating? Drop the sit bone down. Good. And now open up your chest. Left shoulder blade may wrap around the spine. And then option is to reach up with your left hand. So here's the kicker. If your shoulder is doing this, like if you're torquing the shoulder and you're reaching up, it ain't worth it to come into the shape. So open your chest first. Bring your left hand to your collarbone. Peel the collarbone open. And then reach up. If that's too much, if your hips have rotated a lot, then you might need to recenter and back off. Good. Let's replace the hand. Bring the left hand down. Take an inhale. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, left hand to center, right hand to hip. Pull the chest forward. Reach your sit bones back. Big inhale. Twist on the exhale. Good. And then bring your right palm to your sacrum, using the hand as an adjustment or a guide. Roll open through the ribs, roll open through the chest. Now bring your right hand to your collarbone. Big breath in. And as you exhale, use the hand to guide the collarbone open. Then reach up with the top hand. Drop down through the right sit bone. Good. Hands come back to the mat. Big inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Good. Walk your hands over to your left foot now. Place your right hand on top of the left ankle, then the left hand on top. Rotate the chest towards, so we want the center of your chest to go towards the left knee. Big breath in. Exhale, fold towards your left knee. Now imagine that you're trying to puff your right ribs towards your right leg. Come into a flank stretch here. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, crawl your hands over to your right foot. Bring your left hand on the outside of the ankle first, then the right hand on top to secure it. Rotate your chest so the center of your chest is in line with the knee. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Now puff your left ribs, the left shoulder blade towards the left leg. Really puffing, getting into the sides. Head is heavy. Good. All right. Inhale, come back to the center, halfway lift. Turn your right toes to the front of your space. Crawl your hands forward. Step back into high plank. Slowly lower all the way down to your tummy. Nice and easy as you come down. Bend both of your knees. Reach back for your feet. Big breath in. Exhale, kick back. Lift the chest. Kick back, lift up. Good. And relax down. Stack your palms under your forehead. Let the big toes come together, heels fall wide. Wiggle your hips from side to side. And remember the 3-part breathing that we did at the beginning of class. Try to recreate that here. Breathe right into your back. Inhale behind the neck, behind the heart, back of the ribs, into your lower back. All right, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself back into a seated position. So kneeling, I should say. So come all the way over. Drop your hips off to the side. Swing your legs out in front of you. Bend the right knee. Cross your foot over the left thigh. Right hand comes behind you, just like a kickstand. Take a big breath in to reach up. Either hugging the elbow in, or you can hook your elbow. I'm going to go for the hug today. Sit up tall, big inhale. Twist as you exhale. Reach actively through your left heel. And also the sole of your right foot is flat on the mat. Good. Lengthen both sides. Take a breath in. Twist more on the exhale. Good. All right, switch sides. So come all the way over, opposite direction. Left knee left foot crosses, going in for the hug or the elbow hook. Take a big inhale, sit up tall. Twist, exhale. Drop the left shoulder down. Lengthen out your right side. Lift, lengthen, and twist. Take your time. And one more breath in. Just a little more on the twist. All right, let this go. Counter stretch if that feels okay. And then we'll just do one more pose to reset the hips. Soles of the feet together, let the knees drop open. You can either passively fold forward or come into an active forward fold where we breathe into reach and then we fold over on the exhale. All right. You can stay here a little longer if you wish. You can come into Shavasana or a seated meditation. And just take whatever form of restoration you need before you continue the rest of your day. Just notice how it feels with whatever points of contact your body is making on the floor. Whether if you're laying on your back or if your bottom is on the mat. Or maybe it's your shins. Just observe the stillness around you, the stillness from within. You can create at any time throughout the day. And when we are aware of the stillness that we can create, we can feel that we're less reactive, or we can see things or see emotions before they arise. We can see our patterns, our reactions. Thank you all so much for your energy this morning, for showing up. We'll see you all tomorrow for a power-ish flow, I call it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.